This is going to be interesting. My dad refuses to refinance, sell, or contribute to extremely high car note. How do I get out of this? My dad manipulated me, 24 female, into buying a brand new car under the pretense that he would pay half. A conversation he conveniently forgot 6 months later. Now I'm stuck with a 1120 car note. So I'm guessing $1,120 car note, but that doesn't really make sense. I'm guessing like $11,200 car note if this is a brand new car. So almost 2 years ago, I saved up and planned to buy a gently used sedan by myself, but my dad wanted me to buy a brand new SUV from his preferred dealer. I told him no, as it was out of my budget. After weeks of back and forth, my dad offered to help put money down and pay half the note, and I agreed. My dad took out a 40K loan via his credit union and put me down as co borrower. The interest was terrible, double digits, but I can't remember exact number. That's honestly still disgusting. And the loan term was only 4 years, so the payment was around $880. Oh my god. We finally agreed on a car, and it was over $50,000. So we paid the difference in cash. FYI, my car's not even from a luxury brand. I know this all sounds insane. If I could go back and do it differently, I would. Yeah, this is insane. Like, there is so many things wrong with this situation, like, completely. Like, what are you doing? Now, I understand that she probably felt like she was manipulated, but at the same time, you are a grown adult. So, like, you still have to suffer the consequences of your choices. Like, that's the reality of the situation. Okay. Oh, it continues. Jesus. In February 2022, when the car was delivered, my dad paid about 4 months up front and has not contributed any money since. About 6 to 8 months later, the car note suddenly increased to 1120 and the interest rate to 15.35%. Okay, again, like, what is this 1120? Is this 11,200? Like, I don't understand this. Turns out the credit union didn't receive all the paperwork to lock in the original rate. But Jesus, a 15.35% on a car. That is such a horrible interest rate. Like, if you get offered that, run, not walk, run out of the dealership because they're trying to screw you so hard by doing something like that. I was in the process of purchasing a home when the car note increased, and now I'm stuck with a mortgage, home renovation loan, oh my god, and an extremely high car note. I've been paying all my bills on time while trying to convince my dad to either help refinance or sell the car, but I've been unsuccessful. Due to some personal issues, I had to reduce my hours at work, and now I can barely afford to pay everything. When I talk to my dad, he says that he will contribute to the bill, but never does. Turns out he ran into some financial trouble and cannot realistically afford to help. I also speculate that he doesn't want to refinance because his credit has taken a big hit because of the financial troubles, and he won't let me sell because of pride. I gotta say, your dad is a horrible dad. Like, what he has done to you, what he is constantly, continuously doing to you is horrible. And I get that you probably love your dad and all that kind of stuff, but oh my god. Like, it's sad to see a parent permanently, like, purposely screw over their kid. Like, even if their kid is an adult, it's like, it's just not cool. This is just like something super wrong to do. Also, key information, my name is not on the title of the car, only the car loan. Oh my god, like they she literally can't do anything because her name is not on the car title. Oh my god. Since you can only add two names on a title, my dad chose to put the car under his name in his business, but I am the sole user of the car. This is such a complicated situation. Is there a way for me to get sole ownership of the car so I can make decisions and refinance on my own? I think the only way that she could probably do this, I mean, honestly, she should probably talk to like a lawyer, to be frank, to like really get the best like path, like because of how complicated they made it and legal complications within it. Go like talk to a lawyer. Like it'd be worth spending a couple $100 to talk to a lawyer about this whole situation because it could potentially save you thousands upon thousands of dollars by getting out of this potentially. But to me, without talking to the lawyer, how I would go about this again, if I wasn't talking to a lawyer, would be to try to somehow get access to money enough to cover his portion and basically buy him out of the car, right? Because again, it's not a good option. I don't even know if she can even pull it off because she's barely affording anything. But what she could probably do is talk to maybe a credit union and basically tell them her situation and be like, hey, I'm in this situation. It's a very bad situation. Can you please help me? Because this is an extremely bad situation to be on. You're not on the title. Your dad is too prideful. You can barely afford anything. You have multiple loans out, which is beyond foolish to do, right? Which, by the way, if you stumble upon this, do not get, like, one, don't get into debt, period. That's the main thing. But if you do go into debt, don't go into debt to like five, six, seven different things. It's like, come on. Like, you're complicating your financial life so much that you can't even think straight, right? You don't have like one thing that you can focus on, right? Like, this is horrible. Like, this is a beyond horrible situation. But I would basically do everything I can to get the dad off the car to where you have the power to decide what to do with the car, right? And the reality is, you might have to hire a lawyer to sue your own dad to get him to start paying. Like, this is what's so messed up about this situation. Like, this type of financial choice that this dad did, that also roped his daughter into, could literally ruin the relationship between dad and daughter. Like, that is such a sad situation or sad potential outcome, right? So if I was her, I would do everything I can to try to find a way to either get out of the car or buy the dad out of the car and then sell the car. Probably still have an excess loan that you got to pay off, but it's not going to be like 50K, right? Whatever, because like the way that she does her title, like her like loan note thing is just weird, right? Like the way she keeps writing her card note is just weird. I'm guessing she's saying like it's like 1120 a month is what I'm guessing, but it's just weird how she like wrote it out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a per month thing. It's just the way she wrote this was just confusing as can be. But geez, 1120 a month for a car loan. Interesting. But yeah, that's what I would do. Let's see some of these comments. My advice: never ever trust any financial advice your father, again, that comes from your father. Yeah, I agree. Dear Lord. Oh, I 100% agree. I should have stuck to my original plan and bought a cheaper car by myself. Agreed. Is there a way for me to get sole ownership of the car so I can make decisions and refinance on my own? No, you don't own the car at all. Your dad screwed the you in every way possible. Like, see, that's the thing that I'm saying, right? Like, Like, this is such a beyond screw up and financial backstab and like screw over. Like, their relationship is never going to be the same. Dad to daughter relationship is never going to be the same. She is financially wrecked from this situation, and she's not even an owner of the car. Op is a co signer on a car her dad technically owns. Next level, but by the dad. Yeah, agreed. Not being on the title is the big deal here. You're basically buying the car for your father. And since he's not paying on the note anymore, see if you can get him to sign the title over to you. Once it is your car, you can then sell it and hopefully pay off the loan or at least most of it. If you stop paying on the car loan soon enough, they will repo it. Keep that in mind if you choose to go this route. Make sure to document everything. At some point, you are likely to end up in court, and without documentation, it'll be harder to prove your case. Best of luck. Yeah, but you really don't want to go a repo route because that is really going to screw you over financially speaking. But that might be a situation where like you literally just got no choice. Like if you can't get him to sign you off, like off of the thing, or you can't find a way to buy him out for the car so that you can actually have your name on the title, you really don't got many options, right? You got like two: repo or nothing, basically. Like after that point, like if you can't convince him to sign the title to you, if you can't buy him out, you can only do like repo or like literally just nothing. Just nothing. Having him sign it over seems like the best idea. Would him being the primary on the loan affect me when I go to trade it in? Probably not. Interesting. No. Jesus, that person wrote another story too. Um, let's see. No, okay, so that's not the original poster. Interesting. I don't really see anything else from the person. Okay. Yeah, this is just really a horrible situation. Feel free to give your thoughts on this, but if she can't convince her dad to like get out of it, she's screwed. Like she's honestly screwed. Financially speaking, she is just completely wrecked.